Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 7th, 2023. This is for the Taurus. All right, let's see what's going on, Taurus. That's your last shuffle there. Now we have decrease and we have fear. There's no need to fear. Whatever it is, it may be starting to show you that it's not going to be like it was. Like whatever it was that you were afraid of, you're starting to see very quickly that the telltale signs are disappearing of like, oh, it was just like yesteryear. It was just like the last time. That those things are disappearing. The decrease is you having to take control of the situation. The Nine of Wands and the King of Pentacles. If the King of Pentacles is in the Nine of Wands energy, that would be him acting off of fear or acting off of some sort of hurt or insult to his ability to provide or to produce something or to do well in something. And it may be shocking that oh, wow. Okay, so decrease with the King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Tower, in the Sun. There's some things about you that are coming to the surface that turn out to not be such a bad thing. You know, like we all go, well, I could never be a model because I'm 5'6", you know, and this is like, no, actually, that is exactly what they're looking for. That's that energy, right? King of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Tower, in the Sun. Straight off. The decrease is you being feeling triggered by your shortcomings in some way. They're out in the surface. Everybody can see that you're short, you know, kind of thing. That will be that, right? Everyone can see that. But what you bring to the table is something unique, and you need to keep pushing it. You need to keep being that person because it's shocking. This is like shocking revelation that spirit wants you to keep pushing instead of allowing it to hit you and say, oh, I'm not, you know, I'm definitely not a King of Pentacles. Yes, you are. You know, you're definitely, you bring something to the table that's very valuable, marketable, even if you're looking in that direction. Now you have fear with Five of Swords and Five of Wands. There's a fear that you are going to be gossiped about, fought against. People are going to be against you. There's always going to be some sort of conflict, contention, some sort of competition or confrontation. And that's not the case, right? If anything, it seems as though this was meant for you to keep pushing against adversity. And Spirit's showing you that is not like that, like it was before. And even if it is, it's almost like a reflection of those people that they were saying anything about you in the first place. It's like now people are looking at them going, I know you're not talking about Taurus being short and you're big as I don't know what, and you can't be you can't be a model. So what are you talking about? Taurus is a better shot than you. What are you going on and on about? And it reflects back to these people. The commitment energy is Seven of Pentacles and Knight of Cups. Spirit wants you to keep pushing. Work with the energy rather than allow it to work against you. Work with what's in front of you rather than what, you know, and of course, this always, I use this a lot because was the movie 8 Mile with Eminem, right? His story was so poignant to me. It was so amazing. Although I'm not like a big fan, no offense to the guy, it's just like not my cup of tea, but I can truly appreciate his path, right? He came from a very, you know, he came from troubling past, right? And he used that to win. Like these guys are making fun of him. He gets on stage and he's like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it. Listen, yeah, I did come from a trailer park. I did do the XYZ and what, but I'm still invested in who I am and what I'm trying to be. And this is what this is saying. You have to work with it instead of let it work against you. He let it work against him. He failed. He's choked every time he had to get on the mic, right? He worked with it, and all of a sudden, all of his creative inspiration came out, and he was able to say what was on his heart. You have to commit to that. Commit to working with the energy rather than letting it work against you. The true love, Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Be unbiased about yourself, right? Don't look at yourself and say, like we were saying, use that same example, right? Oh, I couldn't be a model. I'm 5'6". You have to cut that BS out because there is still clothing for those people. There's still something for the people that are shorter or, you know, on average are shorter than the average height of America or whatever country you're in. There's still something, a market for that, right? So you still love that part of yourself. You don't look at what is missing in the situation, but use it as fuel to keep pushing. You know what? I may be one of those people that are nearsighted, but guess what? There is a market for optometrists that work with this, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's like there's something, use your shortcomings as as a quick way, use it, use those things to, okay, well, you're rare. Guess what? There's other people like you. Be unbiased about that. They're saying to come from that place of like you, but you're you. You can't change that, right? So you have to use that. You have to be. You're still Taurus. You're still going to be you regardless. So why not use that to your advantage? And Spirit is screaming that out to you, that you have everything in front of you, that rather than looking at what you don't have, look at what you do and use that, right? So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Leo. Well, we have every sign here except for Aries and Sagittarius, right? And so that is saying they're not to analyze it so much, right? Because Sagittarius would get to the heart of it, and they're speaking of not allowing yourself to be quick to be confrontational about this. Don't be like, excuse me, but this is who I am. It's more so like just be that, right? And the proof is in the pudding. Who you are stands out regardless, right? And whoever has anything to say, it's like it's going to be reflected back to them. They're going to be looking at the person like, I know you're not talking, right? I know you're not talking and you're missing XYZ yourself. As a matter of fact, not only that, you're missing the other stuff as well. So I know you ain't saying nothing. That's what this is saying here. You could be a Taurus, Gemini cusp. Otherwise, you could be dealing with all the other signs except for Aries and Sagittarius. All right. If you're not dealing with those signs at all, those signs could be in your chart. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.